So now we turn to a lack of water in our rivers and streams. Well, that not only affects people here on the Front Range, but also the animals that live in the Colorado mountains as well.
Meteorologist Becky Ditchfield is back with a new edition of Becky's Beasts. And Becky, today we're talking about how our weather also affects our friends who live underwater.
That's right. You know, recently I had an opportunity to head on over to the Denver Aquarium and talk with an expert there about the freshwater trout that live in the rivers and streams around the states. Colorado has a few different species, some introduced for sport, but others are native. The greenback cutthroat trout, for example, is native. It's our state fish, and it's endangered. Low snowpack and warmer weather can turn dangerous for this animal.
Really like cool water, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. There's more oxygen in the water, and that's what they're adapted to. When the water temperature goes up, they become stressed. We've had last year some stream and river temperatures going up almost 20 degrees in some areas, which caused a lot of stress to our trout populations. They tend to have to gill or respire harder when the water temperature goes up. They may become more lethargic and not feed as much. If the water temperatures do get too high, it can cause mortalities as well.
Now, naturally, the trout will try to migrate to deeper and cooler water as temperatures rise, but that's not always available in some of our very shallow and long-living mountain streams and rivers. So Colorado Parks and Wildlife is actually going to closely monitor the population. They do every year, and if needed, they will suggest restrictions on fishing, for example, to help prevent stress and preserve the population. I believe they did this past year when it got so warm and those water temperatures rose so much.
It makes my complaint seems so meager compared to that of a lethargic trout.
First world problems for you, Tom. It's okay.
Meanwhile, we have lethargic trout all through our rivers and streams.
But you would point that out, though, really. I mean, the water is so shallow in some areas, you know, people just walk across them and things like that, and there's, like, if it's warm.
The height, the temperature, yeah, it makes a big difference.
And when we have an endangered species that they'd like to preserve here across the state, they're going to try and do everything that they can to do that. So I think fishing season starts in early April. Okay. And we'll be keeping track of those rules in the forecast for you.
The greenback.
Oh gosh, the greenback cutthroat trout, I think, is what it's called.
Not related to Tom Green. Fish. I was just saying not related. No, green, the green part. Okay, all right, just making it clear.
Distant.
Thank you, Becky.
Yeah.